Well, hello, everybody. This evening, guys, we want to get started on time. We want to thank you for coming out tonight to hear some information about an incredible new technology that is absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and get our call started. I do have my camera off simply because I want you guys to pay more attention to the information being presented rather than the presenter. And so we're going to go ahead and get our call started this evening. I want to take you guys back in time when we talk about technology and why technology is so different. Guys, I don't know if you remember or not, but if you go back in history, there was these individuals called the Wright brothers. And the Wright brothers said, we have a technology that is so amazing that we're working on that people are going to be actually able to fly in the sky. And there were people thought that they were crazy until they proved that it worked when they saw the plane flying. There was another gentleman back in time that came up with a technology that he said he can actually make a light bulb, which no one had ever heard of before at that time period, just literally light up. In fact, so much to the point that it can illuminate your whole house. And people thought, well, you're absolutely crazy. You'll burn people's houses down. You know, we never heard of that until the light bulb lit up and they proved that it worked. So what I'm going to talk to you today, guys, about a new technology that is coming. In fact, it's here and is shaping our future right now. And one of the technologies that they have here is actually, it's in a patch. And you're looking on your screen at a patch called the Liberty Patch that literally gives people more energy and more mobility within a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, the minute that this patch touches your skin, your balance is improved, and they can prove it. You might say, wait a minute, what's in this patch? I never heard of anything like that. Well, here's the beauty of it. There's no drugs, there's no stimulants, there's no electricity, and there is no ingredients. So you might think, well, how does it work? Well, think about it for a second. If I were to tell you to close your eyes and I put a pen in your hand, would you be able to tell me what's in your hand? Of course you would. How can you do that? Because you know what a pen feels like. You see, our brain can recognize different shapes and patterns when it touches our skin, and it transmits that information to the brain. So they came up with a patch that the moment you put on the Liberty Patch, it creates a homeostasis in the brain. That's another nice, cute, intelligent word for balance. And so when the person who called me up and told me about this, I said, wait a minute, you got to prove to me that this works. And he sent me a video to watch. It's the exact same video that I'm going to share with everyone right now.
I'm going to do two simple tests that show you the efficacy of the Liberty Patch in terms of how it improves our postural stability and dynamic stability. It's going to be real simple. We're going to do it before and after, and you're going to see how amazing this patch is. So first, Ron, let's do the lateral stability test. Now what lateral stability does, gang, is it measures our stability side to side, okay? And we use it every day. We use it when we get out of bed, we use it when we get into a car, get out of our car. Athletes use it almost in every play and every endeavor, right? So what we want to do is test to see where Ron's natural lateral stability is and what happens when we add the technology to it. So Ron, I want you to stand shoulder width apart. So again, we always want to have the person we're going to do the test on stand shoulder width apart so they have a good, strong base, okay? And I want them to lock their elbow, make a fist with their hand. And what I'm going to do is bring gentle, consistent pressure up and challenge Ron's stability that way. Let's see what happens. So as I bring it over, Ron, toughen up, okay? So we're going to do it one more time, and Ron's a big guy.
It's the first time I've ever had patch on.
Yeah, it's been a long time, right? So we're going to do this again just to check Ron's stability, okay? So we do this, and the more Ron fights, the more his stability gets challenged. So now we're going to do an after test after we apply the Liberty Patch. Put that over there. Take one of these patches. So this is a Super Patch Liberty Patch. Move like never before. Instant improvements in balance, stability, range of motion, and muscle activation. So you can apply it anywhere on the body. Forearm is really easy. We're gonna do it like that, ready to go. Okay, Ron, remember our first position for lateral stability? Shoulder width apart in the feet, elbows locked, fist. Now I'm gonna bring gentle pressure up, consistent pressure. Okay, so Ron's not moving, right? And what does that mean? That means we've added and improved Ron's postural stability instantly. It's a massive quality of life improvement, mobility improvement, and how Ron can move day to day and enjoy his life.
Now, guys, when I saw that video, I was like, you got to be kidding me. But I saw it enough to say, you know what? This could be true. So I ordered the Liberty Patch. The moment it came in the mail, I did that exact same test that you guys saw with my wife. Now, she's only 5'2", and I'm about 5'10 and a half, 5'11". And before I put the patch on, I was easily able to push her over. But once that patch touched her skin and I tried to move her, I could not move her. I was actually embarrassed because I was using all of my strength and I could not push her over. Guys, I knew then that this technology not only works, but is absolutely amazing. You see, because of this vibrotactile technology, literally, when the ridges of this patch touch our skin, it transmits a unique signal that interacts with our body's nervous system, and it sends that message right to your brain. So I thought that, man, this is absolutely phenomenal when I saw this. And I experienced it for myself. That's what made me a believer. And I highly challenge everybody on this line to do the exact same thing. But I want to introduce you to a lady that has had trouble walking up and down stairs for years. I want you to pay very close attention to her story, and I want you to notice what happens with her the moment the Liberty Patch touches her skin. Watch this story.
How many years have you had an issue going up and down the stairs?
Since I was 33, I'm 46, so you can do the math, I can't.
13 years.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Please be careful. Okay, I'm going to put the Liberty Patch on her right now. And she's going to do all of that again.
And by the way, just walking up and down this many times, usually I'm in a lot of pain too, and that's not as bad.
This is her third time doing it. There you go.
It's amazing. Utterly amazing.
Utterly amazing. You see, guys, what you have to understand is that when this patch hits your skin, immediately it triggers the brain and your body starts to have more balance. In fact, this is an article that didn't come from us. It came from CNN Health. It basically said wobbly on one leg, the ability to balance is linked to a longer life. This is a study that they found. So the better your balance, the longer you can live. I want you to meet the man who literally is the founder of the Super Patch Company. Now, I want Jay to explain in his own words how this technology works. So let's listen.
Hi,
to
everyone.
this video.
It's Jay with Super Patch. I hope everyone's having a great day. People are always asking me, Jay, how do these super patches work? So today I'm going to give you guys a high-level explanation. So first things first. Every physical, emotional, psychological function has a corresponding neurocode in our brains. And these neurocodes, which are just messages, sometimes get stuck or damaged for 1,000,001 reasons, but that leads to poor health, poor wellness, and even poor performance. So after 12.5 years of research at Super Patch, we actually decoded these messages. We decoded the neural code that can help and control the neurofunction of physical, emotional, and psychological function. So every single super patch has a pattern and ridges in it. And when these ridges come in contact with our skin, the patch uses the receptors in and on our skin to send that message to our brain. And the brain decodes it. So every single super patch is generating a very specific signal that's responsible for a physical, emotional, or psychological function. And that's how the super patches work. Super patches have their unique QR code that's sending a unique message that our brain decodes. And that's why we can help with so many wellness, performance benefits that people are seeing. So till next time, you guys have a great day.
Wow. And you see, that's a high level explanation, isn't it, guys? So I want you to think about something. They have a patch to help you with balance, with sleep, with stress, ADHD, pain, and a patch even to help you lose weight. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is a technology that has been studied. They already have over 1 million customers. Here's what I know. If you find or identify a problem and you offer a solution to that problem, ladies and gentlemen, you can help a lot of people. Well, what is the majority of humans on this planet? What do we all need? We all suffer from stress. We all deal with pain management. We all have maybe low energy. You know people that may, deal with sleep issues or rehab and recovery issues. Their quality of life is being challenged. And on the other side, we have athletes that want to perform better. They want more power, more strength, more endurance. And you know what most people turn to? They turn to drugs. And as they turn to drugs, then they'll take this drug, this drug, this drug, just to get their quality of life back. But it also leads with side effects, since now they're taking additional drugs. Here's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. What most people want, what they really want, is a drug-free solution. They want something that's pregnancy safe. We have it. They want something that's non-invasive, non-reactive, and affordable. We have it. They want something that is instant and effective, and we have it. That's exactly what the Super Patch delivers. You see, not only does it help you with balance, let's talk about this patch here, the Freedom Patch. You know, there's over 50 million Americans who have and suffer from chronic pain. How about putting on a patch like the person who told me about it? He put this Freedom Patch on, and in his case, in less than 3 minutes, his pain was gone. Now, it doesn't happen that way for everyone. It happens that way for quite a few people. Some people may take days, some people may take longer, but here's the reality. There's no drugs. There's no stimulants. It's just a technology, and the technology works. They have a patch for sleep because over 70 million Americans suffer from chronic sleep problems. Guys, I tell you, with this patch, I've had the best sleep ever, and you dream. I mean, your dreams are so vivid. It's absolutely incredible. That's because you're in that REM sleep, right? That's where your body really needs to be. How about people who deal with stress? That's 7 out of 10 people. In fact, I think that number is really low. In fact, if I ask people about it, are you stressed, or you know people in stress? 9 out of 10 people will tell me that they're stressed, right? Because there's a lot going on in the world today. You got wars, you got threats of disease, you've got financial issues. Guys, can you understand why people need to deal with stress like never before? We have a patch, ladies and gentlemen. This patch right here, I'll always wear. It's called a Defend patch. Why? Because it helps raise your immune system. Didn't 2020 teach us about that? Before, people weren't really concerned about their immune system until what? The pandemic came and taught every person on the planet a lesson about building up your immune system. Well, you can also prove that this Defend patch is working. You see, they did a meeting in Chicago, and there was a doctor on stage, and the doctor asked for someone from the audience to come up, a volunteer, and have their blood drawn. So before this young lady came up, they drew her blood, and her blood looked like the picture that you see there on the left. Her blood cells, they were all clumped together. This is referred to as sticky blood, right? And that's where people have a lot of issues in blood circulation. And they put the Defend patch on her, and 30 minutes after wearing the patch, guys, look at the difference. Her cells were now all round in shape. They all had oxygen around them. They were moving separately apart. Ladies and gentlemen, this is technology. It's not something that people were sitting here saying or coming up with their garage and saying, maybe this is working. No, ladies and gentlemen, they've tested this technology and developed it for over 12.5 years. We have another patch called the Flow patch, helps with people with ADHD, right? Attention spans. Guys, I use this patch every single day. And it works. It helps me with my memory. You know, anytime you get over 40, 50, 60 years old, right? The memory is not what it used to be. But this patch has just done wonders for me. We have another patch for focus. Kids absolutely love this patch. I've heard so many testimonies on this focus patch from parents saying that their kids are now studying like never before. Powerful. How about this patch right here called Ignite? You know anybody that wants to lose weight? You actually burn over 25% more calories per day at your metabolic resting rate. What does that mean? Well, the average person burns about 2,000 calories per day. So now you burn like an extra 500 calories. I want to share with you guys my personal testimony of just utilizing this patch for the first 9 days. I want you guys to see this and actually put together a video. So watch this video. Ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely amazing to me. I did no additional exercise and the patch worked. I just could not believe it. I'm wearing shirts now that I couldn't fit into before. Just that extra difference that, you know, your shirts are tight. Now I got a little room in them and I love it. I'm wearing that patch every single day. We have a patch here called Kick It to help people to get rid of their bad habits, right? Whatever their bad habits may be. We have a patch for Joy that makes people feel so much better. Ladies and gentlemen, what you are witnessing in front of you are patches that are causing people to get their quality of life back. This victory patch, a lot of athletes are using this patch. We're getting amazing testimonies and people are attesting to the fact that this patch is literally changing their life. And I want you guys to notice right here, this was at the Inductee Hall of Fame for football, right? You know how they do that every year? Well, the stage is over there to the left, but look what's on the scoreboard. Super patch. If you don't understand how huge this technology is, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what else to tell you. You have a technology that's proven effective, is drug-free, non-invasive, risk-free, it's affordable, and we have zero competition. No one else out there has a patch that you can put a pattern on your skin and get these type of absolutely amazing testimonies. You know, it's 100% drug-free. It's FDA registered. What does that mean? That means that the technology is not FDA approved because they only approve drugs, but it's FDA registered, meaning that they provided all of the documentation and the clinical trials for the technology to get that seal of FDA registered. And it's a 95% positive user rating. Guys, this is massive. Do you know there's over 1.6 billion people that deal with pain? Over 6 billion people that deal with sleep issues. I don't have to tell you guys how huge this market is. But I want you to hear from some of the people that we have on the line with us tonight, some of the people that had an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to test these patches and to see how they work. So if you have a quick testimony, please click the raise your hand button. And then that way we can unmute you. If you click the raise your hand button, or if you can, let's see, Sharon, let's see, let me make sure that we can unmute you at this time, guys. And this is going to allow you to unmute yourself as well. If you don't know where the raise your hand button is, go ahead, Sharon, and tell us your story.
Hi. Yes, I got the patches about 2 weeks ago. Actually, tomorrow will be 2 weeks. And I was on another patch before for my pain. I have pain in I have no cartilage in both of my hips. And so the pain was it's been really bad. But in my left hip, it was real bad. And I got introduced to one kind of patch, and it was helping a little bit. And then about a week later, after I started the patch, my friend and co-worker in our endeavors, Janice Coleman, called me and told me about these patches. And so I instantly ordered some after I listened to a couple of the videos, the testimonies, and they were phenomenal. I was like, what kind of patch could this be? So I was hoping and praying, because I'm on a walker now, that it would help me. And so I got them and I immediately put them on, and I couldn't believe how it didn't work the first day like I was hoping and praying I had heard. But now I've been on them, and I realized the other day I haven't taken a pain pill in probably 4 or 5 days, and I was taking them like candy before. I was
Wow.
like in so much pain. And it's also helped my husband, because we did the test, and the one that Randy does with his wife. I love that test. And I couldn't believe his face. He was so surprised that I was able to take his arm down. But it shows how cell phones are bothering our bodies and things like that. And he couldn't believe that once he put that patch on, I couldn't touch him. I couldn't move him.
Wow.
He loves it. But the best thing out of for him, he was tremoring. And the other day I looked over and he's not tremoring anymore. So
Wow.
that to me is awesome. We started the Ignite patches a week ago on Saturday, and I went in and I didn't change my diet or anything, but I lost 2 pounds in a week. So to me, that's
Wow.
awesome from the Ignite. So,
Good for
but
you.
yeah,
I'm happy,
but yes,
Sharon. Thanks. And
yes,
I'm glad that your husband is getting relief and he's not having those tremors before like he always would have. So that's beautiful.
yes,
That's
yes, that's
great.
awesome.
Well, thanks
Yes,
so
I was
much for
always
sharing.
afraid.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Congratulations. That's what, guys, I'm telling you, it's stories like this I live for. I love this. The fact that, you can share this with somebody and help them get back their quality of life. Michelle, I see you have your hand up.
Am I unmuted? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go right ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so I have a few things that the patches have done for me. So I ordered them on September 21st, and I've been wearing them since September 25th. Now, for one, I've been having headaches every single day. When I say every day, I mean every day since right before July. And the pain was like right in the middle of my forehead going down to my nose. So I seen my doctor. She gave me medicine. I seen the herbalist. She gave me medicine as well. Now, I didn't take the medicine from the doctor, but the herbalist I did, it was a hit or miss. And then I also went and got Zyrtec. Zyrtec was a hit or miss. And the pain, it like made my head so heavy that all I wanted to do was just lay down all the time and pray there wasn't nothing really seriously wrong and I wake up. But anyway, 3 to 4 days after wearing the patches, not one single headache at all.
Wow.
Yep, not one single headache. Also, since the late 2020, I've been suffering with panic attacks, and I was calling 911 on myself. I was a mess, y'all, with these panic attacks. I ain't even gonna lie. The mental took so many physical manifestations on me with these panic attacks. However, a week after wearing the patches, I haven't had not one panic attack.
Absolutely
Oh,
amazing.
yep. Also,
That's
I noticed that I have more energy, and also I have 2 herniated discs from a car accident in '99, and I noticed that my pain has been decreasing. It's not as bad as it was. And I just got one more, the rim patch. So years ago, I suffered from insomnia, and I was on 10 milligrams of Ambien, which caused me nightmares. And I also was like, okay, let me get off the Ambien. I'm doing too much. So I was taking 60 milligrams of melatonin, which did what? Nothing. I was just up in the middle of the night looking crazy. So on a regular day, I usually can sleep like without anything 4 to 5 hours. I got the REM patches, y'all. On the very first day, I have been getting 8 hours of sleep. And I said, is this what I really been missing? And I do dream,
wow.
and I haven't had not one nightmare. And when I get up, I'm so rested and got my Liberty patch on and I got energy and I'm cool. I'm not going without the Liberty patch. I mean, without the REM patch. because I've been missing sleep for years.
That is amazing. Wow. Thanks for sharing that with us, Michelle. That I mean, it's unbelievable, guys, what people are going through and what they're, what they're experiencing. I want to do this, and I know some of you guys have your hands up, and we got more testimonies coming in, but I want to call on it. And we're going to get to you too, so you can keep your hand up. We're definitely going to get to you. I want to call on, though, the person that shared this with me, because first of all, guys, I got to thank them. I mean, I really have to thank them. It's having such an impact, not only on our life, but on the lives of a lot of people. And I want to call on Lawson. Lawson, I don't know if you're able to unmute yourself, but I mean, your testimony is so moving as to what has happened to you. And guys, I was excited about being able to move my wife and then not being able to move her when I put the patch on. But the same day, Lawson got his patches. And when he told me his experience, I was really blown away. Lawson?
Yeah, I'm right here, Randy. Appreciate you letting me.
Absolutely. Again, first of all, thank you, Lawson, for sharing this with me, because this is powerful.
Well, again, I really have enjoyed the testimonies I've heard, and I've enjoyed your presentation, Randy. A beautiful presentation. But yes, when I got my patches in, my son brought them inside. He said, "Dad, your patches came in." And I took out the pain patch because I have been having pain down my neck, going down my arm into my hands. It's been going on for a long, long time, to the point I could hardly turn my neck to the left or right, down or back. It hurt so bad. And of course, I'm a veteran, so the VA had me set up for therapy, and they had run me through all kind of X-rays and thing, and they said was arthritis all down my neck and so forth. Anyway, I put that pain patch. I took the pain patch off, the freedom patch, and put it on the back of my neck. In less than 3 minutes, I could not believe it. Now, I had watched testimonials. I had talked to people before I got my patches in. And all I said, if these patches is half as well as they say they are, we got something. But I stuck that patch on my neck back there, and before 3 minutes, the pain was completely gone. And I just called my son, Kevin, come here. And when he came into my office here, I said, watch this. I was turning my head to the left and right and up and down and raise my arm. I said, no pain. It's gone. And of course, it was hard for him to believe it. He knew what I was going through. But anyway, the pain down my hand, it had completely gone too. It was amazing. And this was about the 13th or 14th of August this happened. And I've been basically pain-free since then, but so other things have happened. One other thing that happened is I took the Liberty patch out. My son, he's 46 years old. I said, let's try this. And I did a test on him before I put the patch on him, just a strength test, and I could tilt him right over and pull him over from the front. I put that Liberty patch on his arm, and that fellow became as strong as a bull. I couldn't move him. It was absolutely unbelievable. These patches work. Again, like Randy says, sometimes it takes a little longer for some people, but for me, they work quickly. And I appreciate the opportunity to share with you. There's other things, talking about sleep. That lady just mentioned sleep. That REM patch is not, but the truth, if you want to sleep like a baby, you stick a REM patch on you, you sleep well.
Absolutely.
And beautiful dreams. I tell you, she said exactly right.
Yeah, you do dream
so well.
You dream so good. It's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
It's phenomenal.
Yes. When doing my patches and just sharing with everyone I can.
Thanks again, Lawson. I appreciate that. And guys, he's so right. I mean, the patches are helping so many people. There's a gentleman on here that when I start looking at this, I was like, who can I call and help? It never occurred to me. Who can I call and try to recruit? And I wasn't trying to recruit. Who can I call and help? And I thought about this gentleman because I know that he had suffered from vertigo for many years. And I was like, man, I don't think it can help, but who knows? I don't know. Let me at least tell him about it. Alexander's on the line. Alexander, please come on, tell your story.
Man, I don't know who was suffering with vertigo, but that's some terrible stuff. And it was me. But awesome job, Randy, on the call. Absolutely incredible. And you and I have been knowing each other for a very long time, probably 20 plus years. I think, yeah, probably about 20 years. So, when you called me about the technology, I didn't believe you, and I got on the call out of respect. We go on these calls and we listen to people. And when I was hearing the stories of the people that was on the Zooms, I really didn't believe it. I'm just being honest, because that's the only way that I know how to be. I felt they were stretching the truth. I felt that they just were just really not being 100%, and it wasn't really doing what it was supposed to do. Because I'm like, yeah, right. Why? Because I've been in network marketing for over 25 years. I have tried every juice, drink, shampoo, pill, everything to get rid of vertigo that I've had for 12 to 15 years. It got to the point that it got so bad that I had to go to the hospital and spend 6 hours in the emergency room because I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was constantly dizzy. The room was constantly spinning and moving, and I got sick and was throwing up. And even when I laid down, the room still spent, and I didn't know, spinning around. I didn't know what the problem was. I thought, man, something's out of balance. Something is wrong with me. I got to go get this checked out. And I spent 6 hours in emergency room after running all these tests. They told me I had vertigo. I said, okay, how do you get rid of it? There's no cure. So for 12 to 15 years, I suffered with this vertigo, and I just dealt with it because there was nothing that I could do. And I've tried other stuff. I tried other patches, other things that just did not work. So when I got the patch, it didn't work for me immediately. You know, I've heard Lawson's story, and I was like, you know, his story was in 2-3 minutes, his pain was gone. So when I put the patch on, I'm expecting the vertigo to be gone in 3 minutes, and it wasn't. But on the 4th day, the vertigo wasn't as intense as it has been for years. On the 4th day, I realized the vertigo was gone. It now has been over a month, and I have no vertigo. But what excites me the most is that me talking to other people that I know personally, and they're telling me what's going on with them, and they try the patches, and I hear their testimonies. So am I a believer? Absolutely. Why am I a believer? Because I know what it's done for me. And for those of you that are on the line, if you have not tried these patches, you need to try them. And after you try them, guess what? You will become a believer because what the patches is doing for you. But think about this. What can it do for other people that you know, love, and trust? Incredible technology. Back to you, Randy, and thank you so much for your time.
Guys, that is so powerful. And I tell you, you know, a lot of people say, well, it works for some people right away, and other people, you know, it may take a day or two. But guys, the one thing that works for everybody 100% of the time is the moment they put the Liberty patch on and you do the test. I tell everybody, do that test. That way you know that the patch is working. You can't tell if the Defend patch is working unless you draw your blood, right? Because that's inside. But if I take the Liberty patch and I do the test, I know and I see immediately that that patch is working. And since it's the same technology that they're using on the sleep patch and the same technology that they're using on the peace patch and the pain, or what we call our freedom patch, guys, I know it's working. That's the beauty of that. Durrett, I actually saw your hand up, Durrett. I know you wanted to give a testimony.
Yes, I just wanted to say I love those Liberty patch because I use them so frequently that I actually had to add it to extras to my smart chip. Those patch does not play. So like I have a friend who's a chiropractor who came to our office, and one of our worker, he asked him if he can work on him because he had his table in his car. So he brought the table into the office. And the worker came and blew himself off and everything, came in, lay on the table. So while he's laying face down, he's like, wow, have you ever had chiropractic treatment before? He said, never have I had that done. And he's like, man, you are so like intense and tight. And so he's pushing in whatever with him and cracking him and everything. So he tell him, so while he put his shirt up and I put a Liberty patch on his back, and he turned him over, and then now he's laying down. You picture this man laying down on the table, and he stretched one arm up. Now you and another man standing over you and pushing your arm down and telling you, resist me. And he couldn't move that guy's hand. I was laughing. I said, he has the Liberty patch. It was so funny because he couldn't move his hand. and he's pushing, and I'm like, wow, because if you laying down and somebody's pushing your hand, the strength, it's not gonna be like, I'm telling you, it works. That's so, I mean, I love it because I just like to see when these big guys, come, and I do push them over and they fall to the front and everything, and then all of a sudden they get sturdy, and then they look at you like, what did you just do to me? Just put a patch on you, that's it. And it works. And I tell you, I love these patches because they're like isolated. You can use whatever one for whatever situation to get almost sometime immediate relief. And again, that REM, my pack stay right on the side of my bed. And I mean, literally 10:30, I put it on. And once I put it on and turn everything off, I don't know nothing till I wake up the next morning. If I'm gonna work out, I put my Liberty and my Victory on, get a good workout, and I'm out. It's
Wow.
Believe it or not, try it and then you make that judgment for yourself. But these patches are on, and I really want to make that event. That event is now everything is sold out. I'm scrambling trying to figure out how I'm gonna get to Florida.
Absolutely. And yeah, we'll be talking about that event, guys, toward the close of the call. Make sure that you can come and be there. It's going to be phenomenal. So thanks so much, Durrett. We got time for one more. And Keith, we're going to let you give that testimony. And the beauty about the Liberty Patch is instant confirmation that the patch works. So just remember that if you want instant confirmation that these patches are working, use the Liberty Patch and do the test. Go ahead, Keith.
Hey guys. Hey Randy, great call like always. Make it quick. When Randy called me, introduced me to it. A couple other people had called me before, but because I know Randy, so I said, no, I got to go with him, right? So I immediately got it. I was going on the cruise last month, September, for a week in September 11th. So I got my patches a week before that. Now imagine this: I'm on a cruise. I did zip lining. Right after zip lining, we went snorkeling. Now going against that current in that ocean is no joke. So we must have went up about 200, 300 yards and we turned around and came back. All right, so the next day we had dodgeball competition of last man standing. I sent Randy the pictures of it. And, we did pickleball, all of that. You guys got to understand, I'm 67 years old. So
Wow.
when I tell you these Liberty patches and that Victory patch work together, I mean, I was like, smiling on the zip line. It was a different feeling. And for me, it works instantly. Okay. But I want to share this information about a couple of athletes that I know. My running back, I work at the high school here in my local town. So now my running back, he's really good. So I told him at the beginning, like Friday, I said, I got something I want to put on you. So I told him to look up the super patch. I put the patch on him. Well, he put the patch on before the game. And the first touchdown, he ran about 55 yards. And I'm down the sideline, so you can see him smiling, as he passed by me. And gave me a fist bump on the way back and told me, Mr. Hall, I got that patch on. Okay. So we get the ball back again. This kid runs a 65-yard touchdown from screen. He's the running back. Breaks to the middle of the line, down the sideline. This boy had 4 touchdowns and almost 250 yards in the first half. So obviously he did not play the second half. So I'm telling you, this stuff is real.
Incredible.
And one of my sons, I call my son, his son is a lineman, offensive lineman, defensive tackle. So I'm sending you the video he sent me, Randy. But this kid, what I mean on defense, he run through the guard, the fullback, killing the quarterback, killing the running back before he even get the ball good. And then on offense, he is blocking people 15, 20 yards down the field and pancaking them. I'm telling you, he said, Dad, I didn't get tired. My asthma didn't bother me because he has asthma. So none of that happened because I gave him the Liberty and the Victory patch to put on. I gave him in the sun. So it works. It really does.
Well, I tell you what, powerful testimony. Thank you so much for that, Keith. That's amazing, guys. Faster, more agility, more strength. Guys, you cannot make this up. Instant confirmation. of what we're talking about. So here's the bottom line. The person that invited you tonight, they wanted you to know that you can try this out as a customer. You can get 25% off of the retail price on your first order. So whichever patches that you are going to order, you'll see the initial the initial price says $60 for a pack of 28, but you're going to get them for $45 when you go through checkout. Or if you heard enough and you know other people that are in pain, or if you know people that need energy, if you know people that are stressed out, ladies and gentlemen, you can get started with us today by becoming an associate. It's only $50. It's $50. And the company literally is paying you more to be an associate because they're giving you $75 worth of patches when you join for the $50. Now, when you join for the $50, you can choose a launch kit. So a lot of people are choosing, there's 3 different launch kits. The first one that we're going to talk about here is $225. So the $225 plus the $50 in your back. When you go to checkout, you'll see a total price of $275. And that's a sample pack. It's going to give you 3 packs of 4 patches of each of the 8 patches that you're looking here for $275. The next best package is the $375 package, which is going to show up as $425. That you're going to get 8 packs of the 28 patches and 8 additional packs of the 4 patches. But the absolute best package that people are going for, because it's so heavily discounted, is the mega pack. This literally gives you, for $650, you're going to get 16 packs of the 28 patches and an additional 24 packs of the 4 patches. And here's the reason why people love this package. Number one, it's $1,320 worth of patches for only $650. You can only get this package upon your initial enrollment. If you purchase today and try to go back later or go back tomorrow and look for the super patch mega launch kit, it's not available. So a lot of people order this because when you get your patches and you start doing the demos and people see that they're stronger and they see the immediate, guys, remember that, the immediate confirmation that they have more balance when they do the balance test, they're now wanting to purchase a product or the patches from you. They want this technology in their hands. They don't even want to wait for it to come in the mail. And that is the key to this. The more you have on hand, the more you can demo, the more people you can start helping them to change their life. And I'll tell you guys, when people, they will turn around and they will try to clean you out of whatever patches that you have, even though they ordered for them to come in the mail. They've been waiting. They don't want to wait that long, 3 to 4 business days, 3 to 5 business days for their patches to come. They want that immediate confirmation that they're getting right then and there, especially if they get out of pain right away. They want the patches because they don't want to ever go back into that pain again. Here's what I know. If you've ever wondered that you made the right decision by being a part of this company, this should be the confirmation that you need. Do you know that Super Patch, the company, has been invited to speak at the 2023 12th World Congress of World Institute of Pain? Now, these are doctors. Super Patch did not go to them. They came to Super Patch. And you also have to know, no other direct sales company, no other MLM company has ever been invited to speak at that conference. We're the only ones. Why? Because we have the proof that the patch works. We have the technology. We have the studies. Here's what I want to conclude with, guys, because this brings it home. Since I've been born, every technology on this page has come out after I was born. Now, I may be dating myself, but you know what? It is what it is. I was around when Apple came on the scene, over $2 trillion. When Tesla came on the scene, over $1 trillion. When Microsoft, over $2 trillion. When Amazon, over $1 trillion. I remember telling someone when I first saw Amazon and they had these little books online. I'm like, nobody is ever going to do that. That's crazy. Why in the world? See, I didn't understand. I use the same words that other people use. When you don't understand technology, you say, oh, that's crazy, until they prove it to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now, Super Patch is proving it to us. The only question to remain is, would you like to be a customer and benefit from this powerful technology, or would you like to share it with other people and help people get their quality of life back? You see, the beauty behind Super Patch is this. We tell everybody, try the patches. You either get your quality of life back or you can get your money back. They have a 30-day money back guarantee. What do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. But what do you have to gain is possibly getting your quality of life back, like over 1 million customers who have already done this. I want to thank you guys for coming to the call this evening. It's been a pleasure as well as a privilege to present this evening. And I want to say, guys, they do have a convention coming up. It's the official launch, and it's coming up November 3rd and 4th. Get with the person. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida. You guys want to definitely be at that event. They got some special announcements, some special things that they're going to be doing, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. So again, thank you guys for your time. We appreciate that. And everybody have a great day. And you guys have a great evening. And goodbye for now.
Good job, Randy. Enjoyed it, bro.
Great
Thank
call.
you. Thank you.
Good job.
Good job,
everybody.
Randy.
Enjoyed all the testimonies.
Thank you.
Yes,
You
and
guys,
appreciate
Great
you, Randy.
job,
Thank
testimonials,
you. Good night,
everyone.
everybody.
Good night,
Thank you.
everybody.
Yes.
Thank you.
Coach.
great
Hello,
testimony,
Dolores.
guys.
Hello,
Thank
Eva.
you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, artists, everybody.
All right. Great testimonies. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you on our next call.
Thank
Hello.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, Miss Graham.